What's going on, guys? This is Cardinal Bird 5, and this is some footage from my stream I had yesterday. And if you guys watched my last video, make sure you guys check that out before you watch this. So, this is the game after I played New York Ball Player. It was a heck of a game. Ended up hanging on to that victory, won 9-6. About made it come back on me. But in this game, I'm facing a user with the name of USM Baseball. I'm pretty good friends with this guy. I've acquainted myself with him before the new MLB came out, and he's a really good guy, real cool guy. I think he streams a little bit too, but definitely a really good opponent. So I knew this game was going to be a tough one. As you see there, he actually homered on a pitch. I don't know where did I throw that pitch. It was up and away, and he still hit it out. But there's going to be a lot of runs scored in this, so make sure you guys pay attention. As I make a pitch down and away to Harper here, and again he hits it out. This game was really frustrating, but at the same time it was just one of those classic games, and I was glad to be a part of it. This has been a great tournament that Slice and Joe Hanna put together for us. So yeah, he got an early 2-0 lead for me, and I had Scherzer on the mound. I finally got him to chase something, so I'm finally going to get out of the first inning. Already down 2-0. Yeah, unfortunately, when you play on All-Star difficulty against two good players, it's really hard to have pitching duels. So these are the type of games we have been seeing in our tournament. They've been fun nonetheless. Just really good hitting by both sides. But my main goal was to try to avoid home runs, and it kind of backfired this game. As we start off the game there with a double in the gap by my creative player Kenny Powers, so we're going to try to get some runs back in this bottom half of the first inning. We don't want to be down 2-0 too long. We want to try to get those runs right back, and we have A-Rod coming up. But yeah, it's really hard to pitch to these guys on All-Star difficulty. As you see here, we got a runner on second, and he throws me a pitch middle in of the flashback Belcher, and I hit it out. Ties it up 2-2. Like I was saying, the All-Star difficulty is just ridiculous, so hopefully the next tournaments or future tournaments we do, we put on Hall of Fame. Nothing wrong with All-Star. It's going to be just very difficult to pitch to people. And here, we're still in the first, and actually I homered with Cespedes in the first, and this is later, I think, in the second. I got a home run there with Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn, of all people, has been amazing for me. Not sure why, but he's just been amazing. So I take a 4-2 lead. Still early in the game, though. I still have Scherzer pitching. I throw a fastball middle in on the hands, and he just handles it with ease and hits it out. He had a real good lineup, real good player. We both have great teams, and we're both in the semifinals for a reason. So the winner of this is going to play a user called Loganator in the finals, and it's double elimination. So still have a while to go to try to win this tournament, but it's been a lot of fun nonetheless. So I get him to roll over there to second base, and he has the throwback Kemp come up. He did homer just a second ago. It's 4-3 now. And I get him to line out with Kemp. Those are basically some of the outs you have to hope for. You have to hope for they just, line outs or hard hit balls right at someone. So we got a score of 4-3. I have A-Rod coming up. He didn't do anything. Now I have Beltre up. He throws a pitch down and away, and I roll over. Looks like an easy play there for Chipper Jones at third base, and no damage done that inning. So we go to the third, still 4-3, and I'm still pitching with Scherzer. I'm trying to get Scherzer at least through 4 or 5 innings, even though he's crushing him. Again, another home run I gave up. I feel like I had that curveball down and away. I hung it a little bit, and he still hit it out. I just cannot keep this guy in the ballpark. I think he had 5 to 6 home runs, and a lot of them were pitches down or away. And I didn't test him too much. It was just that one time I threw middle in. Here I throw a curveball on the outer half, and I finally get an easy fly out to left field, and that's what I was trying to do the entire game. But again, it's hard when you have two really good hitters. You really just have to hope they don't square the ball up and hit it out. You really just have to keep the ball in the ballpark and take your chances from there. Here he has his pitcher up. He makes a good hit, but it's right at my guy. Even with his pitcher, he's getting hard outs. So it's tied up 4-4. I can already tell this is shaping up to be a great game, and it was definitely stressful last night on stream. I still have Scherzer in there, still trying to get through the innings, and this is what kind of was a turning point in the game, in my opinion. I made an excellent pitch sequence by the Scherzer. I threw a slider in on the hands. He rolled over and ran out a routine ball to second. They got to fix that. Fortunately, the next batter, I got him to fly out or foul out to Adrian Beltre. So I had one down, but still, he's got Hanley Ramirez on first with 93 speed. And this is kind of the inning where I was really disappointed and frustrated. Not only myself, but with the game. I finally made a really good pitch to the player and got on the roller, and he still got a hit. So those are just really frustrating, but it's part of the game. So I knew it was about time to go to my bullpen, start getting it warmed up, start seeing what I have out there. And I had to bring in Chris Sell. I had to bring a lefty in to face his lefties with Harper, and I actually got Harper out of the game. I think he pinch hit here. let's see. This is actually a good sequence of events that happened here. He pinched hit. I believe he brought in Jeff Francoeur, who's 99-99 versus lefties. But I was fine with that because I got Harper out of the game for good. And he had to play Francoeur in the outfield, who doesn't have the most range. So I got Sell facing Francoeur here. I throw a slider down and in. Foul ball there. And I noticed that he was hitting the ball, everything down the line. So I decided to guard lines, trying to be a little strategic. And for whatever reason, MLB The Show needs to add this where there's 2 outs. They need to have guard lines because that's when you guard the lines. You don't want to give up doubles there. So it's real frustrating. I'm really frustrated with the defensive shifts in the game, so I had to go to manual and put guard lines on. And watch, the very next pitch, it backfires on me. But, at least I didn't give up a double down the line. That's the whole point of guard lines. Right here, Beltre almost made the play. But, I'll take that. If that would have got down the line, say he hit that down the line, the runner would have scored from first. So that's okay. And you'll see here he does score on this next pitch. So that kind of cheap rollover gave up a run, and it's hard. You can't afford to be good, give up those type of runs against good players. So I was really frustrated with this inning, but I thought that was a cool sequence of events I wanted to show you guys. Now I still have my lefty in, and this is a good thing. He has a lot of guys like Prince Fielder, and I wanted to keep the ball away from him. And you'll see here a slider away. I get him to pop out to right field to end the inning. I mean, I'm only down 5-4, but at this point, I knew I was in for a tough game, and I had my hands full with this guy. Definitely a great hitter at USM, and if you're watching USM, definitely a great game. We go to the next inning. It's 5-4. Again, I did that double switch to Daniel Murphy. Make sure you guys are utilizing those double shifts, especially in DD, where there's no DH. I brought in Daniel Murphy so he could bat in the pitcher spot, and he homered on the slide. I think it was a curveball or slider down and in. And then Tony Gwynn came up middle half, and actually it was right on it, but it was right at the center fielder. You have to pull the ball to hit home runs with Tony Gwynn, even though I hit a ton. Then I have my creative player coming up next. He brought in a new pitcher, and we fast forward a little bit here. I don't know who batted. I think that was A-Rod, but he made a good play there by Chipper, gets the out. I did move the runner over, so I have a runner on second, and I have Jim Edmonds up. 2 outs here. Let's see, 5-5. I took a walk there. I got the next guy up, 2 on, 2 out with Adrian Beltre, and let's see if I can do anything here. He has 3-1 count on me, and I roll over right to the shortstop, and he gets an easy out. So he got out of the jam there, but I did tie it up 5-5. I believe that was the score, 5-5. This game was so back and forth. I decided to leave Chris Sell in, try to get some innings out of him, and of course fastball away, which I thought was a good 2-seamer away because I've been setting up that pitch with a slider in, and he gets the opposite field home run with the flashback holiday. This guy's an amazing hitter, and I was just trying to keep the ball away, and he's still hitting oppo home runs and even pulling some down and away. And his next batter, he gets a nice rip to left field, so he's already getting the bats rolling again for this next inning, and once again I'm down 6-5. He has his pitcher spot coming up. He finally took him out, and I brought in Joaquin Benoit flashback. Got a nice slider down and away to get that double play, and I got out of the inning, fortunately, so we're still only down a run. I kept him in check. So we had 2 outs there. I thought that was the 3rd out. We got 2 outs there. We still have Benoit pitching to Hanley. We got Hanley to foul out here to first, and we're going to get out of the mini jam we had there. USM took a 6-5 lead on me. He already has 11 hits, man. Really good hitter, definitely. We move on here. Let's see. I think that's Molina. Yeah, I got a single to left field there. Got a runner on. Got something cooking here. Let's see if I can do anything. I have Daniel Murphy coming up once again. And let's see if I can do anything here with this pitch. Pitch middle in. He gets me check swinging, but he goes around. The check swings are really frustrating. He got out of the inning there, still 6-5. I left the runner on base. Went to my bullpen here. I decided to go with Chapman. I know he still had some lefties and switch hitters in his lineup, and I would rather use Chapman against those switch hitters and bring in a righty just because how dirty he is. And I think Chapman did a fairly decent job of holding him in check. I used that changeup low to get him to swing a lot. He was looking dead heat pretty much. As you see there, I throw a fastball middle and he just rips it. So I knew I had to throw some changeups and sliders in there and keep him more off balanced. Again, he has Jeff Francoeur coming up against 99-99, and I really didn't care at this point. I was just trying to keep the ball away. Got a changeup away and got an excellent double play there by Alex Rodriguez, the flashback from the Rangers. So we got out of another jam 6-5, man. I'm just hanging on by a thread here because he is making hit after hit after hit after hit. just hitting everything. But we do have Tony Gwynn coming up, and he gets a nice hit in the gap there. Didn't go all the way in the gap. Left fielder got to, but he gets a nice single there. That's how good of a hitter Tony Gwynn is, man. Excellent opposite field hitter, and he can also pull those pitches for home runs when they challenge you middle in. So I have no outs. I have Tony Gwynn on. My created guy up. We got a 1-2 count. Let's see what he throws me here. I roll over. I did get the runner over though, so I was lucky that wasn't a double play. Good pitch there by USM. So I got a runner in scoring position. We're down 6-5. We have the A-Rod up. Let's see if I can do anything. I go right back up the middle with it. Fortunately, the ball does go through, and Tony Gwynn's going to score to tie the game 6-6. So a little lucky there, but I mean that's what happens when you do put the ball in play. You're going to get some lucky hits every now and then. And then I have Jim Edmonds coming up, and I was telling him on stream, I'm like, do not throw me middle in. He left one over the middle of the plate, didn't get the ball away enough, and Edmonds just crushed it for a 2-run bomb, and I go up 8-6 at this point. Definitely a slugfest. All right, we fast forward to the game. I still have Chapman in, keeping that ball away, and I got him to have kind of a weak line out to left field there. He had a runner on first, so we finally do get an out for this inning. Now he has the flashback Pablo up, switch hitter. We have one down, runner on first. Still rolling with Chapman. Fastball high and away. I got him to chase for an easy foul out. And let's see. That's going to do it for that inning. And we go into the next inning. It's still 8-6, so I have a 2-run lead, but I know that I'm not safe by any means. So this next inning, I wanted to try to get some insurance runs. He throws middle in to Tony Gwynn, and he crushes it, hits it out. Like I said, that Tony Gwynn card, amazing. Definitely amazing. Actually, my bad. That's not Tony Gwynn. That's Eddie Murray. I pinched hit him. I thought it was Tony Gwynn. But Eddie Murray homered there. I loved having him off the bench. I love starting him at first. He's a switch hitter. Then Molina rips a single down the line and scores an insurance run. So we go up 10-6. And now we have A-Rod coming up. He gets A-Rod out, and we're just going to flash forward to the ninth here. Let's see if we can get out of it. We have his leadoff guy up. I jam him on a pitch up and in, so we have one down. Okay, good news, good news. I was like, one down. I got this. I can get him. And then he has Hanley coming up. I have Billy Wagner pitching right now. We throw a pitch middle in. Zobrist makes a nice backhand, gets the out at first. So we have 2 down, and I was like, okay, I got this. There's no way he can come back. But he's got his created player up. He takes and sees a lot of pitches. We get to a 2-2 count here. I throw one middle in, or throw a changeup down and in. He fouls it off, and I'm just gonna let this play out and I throw a pitch away again. He fouls it off. Looked like a slider in the dirt. He got just enough of it to stay alive. So yeah, we're up 4 runs. Let's see if we can get this final strike. I throw a pitch down and in. He crushes it. As always, dude, I could not sneak a fastball by this guy. So we got a double there to stay alive. We still have 2 down. I still really wasn't too worried, and I wasn't afraid to challenge him at this point since I was up 4. Next up, he has Chipper Jones, again, another switch hitter, and just is a pain to pitch to these guys. I was contemplating, whether or not to leave Wagner in, but I went ahead and did. And first pitch there, I jammed Chipper, but it goes foul. And then I tried to go, looks like slider down and in. He lays off it. I don't know how he laid off that. There's such a good eye by him. And now I'm trying the same spot. I'm going to go up and away. I missed my spot completely. Lucky there. So we have 2 strikes on Chipper. We'll see if we can finally get this out. I'm going with the fastball up and away. He fouls it off again. Dude just staying alive. We will not go away. Next pitch, we're going to go with, looks like a slider down and in. He just cranks a single to center field. Nice hit by him. A slider down and in. He got his PCI on it somehow. Good reaction. I don't know how he was hitting so freaking well, man. But he got another run there, made it 10-7. I didn't really care about the run at that point. I was just trying to get it out. We have 3 guys in our bullpen. We have Davis warming up. I went ahead and started warming up Neshek because I couldn't get this guy out. If I had to, I would have to bring in Neshek, but I didn't use Neshek this game. I bring in Wade Davis, who was a 99 last night for inside edge, and I need to close the door here. It's 10-7. He makes another move off the bench here. Luis Gonzalez is a pinch hitter. Good move by him. I decided to just start him off with a curveball. Got the first strike. Now I'm going to try to throw a fastball in on the hands, more specifically a cutter. He fouls it off. He actually hit that out, but it was foul. That's just how ridiculous this is, man. Look how far inside that was, and he almost hit that out. So I got 2 strikes on him. Can I finally get out of this? I'm going to try to throw a fastball up and away. Good eye by him. He lays off. I thought I set him up there with a knuckle curve. Now again, we're going to go two-seamer high and away, see if we can get him to chase. We do get him to chase, but he hits a bomb. Insane, man. Such a great game, such a great hitter. It's 10-9 now. We still have only 1 out to go, so at this point I was getting a little nervous, but I was like, hey, you got the 10-6, you had the 10-6 lead for a reason, and you challenge guys for a reason. But now I have to nail down. It's nitty-gritty time. We have a 10-9 game. I started him off with a cutter away. I really wanted him to try to roll over here. I go another cutter away, and he finally rolls over to Beltre, and he makes the play at first to finally end this game. 10-9 victory. I'm going to be playing Loganator. It's not the championship yet, but I'm in good position to win the tournament. Definitely a crazy game. Again, good game USM if you're watching. And make sure you guys watch me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/CardinalBird5. I have a lot of great games like this against great players. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Cardinal Bird 5 signing out. Peace.